To make this infinity mirror, you're going to need an 1/8 inch piece of silver mirror acrylic. This will be our bottom layer. For the top layer, I'll use an 1/8 inch piece of two-way mirror acrylic. This is simply a two-way mirror. Whatever side is the brightest will be the reflective side, and the other side will be see-through. This piece came with a protective thin plastic masking. Thinking that the laser would melt this and make a mess of the project, I decided to be safe and replace it with some paper masking. I now load the silver mirror acrylic into the Glowforge and cut out the bottom layer. I will cut mounting holes on the vertical and horizontal sides for hanging. I also cut small holes around the sides that will fit the M3 rivet nuts. I remove the masking from the back and leave the top masking on. I'll remove it later. Here's a close-up of the M3 rivet nuts. A 35mm hex bolt will be screwed into these rivet nuts to hold the piece together. So let's insert these rivets into the holes and put it aside for later. All parts for this project will be listed in the description below. I'll now cut out two 1/8 inch MDF frames that will fit perfectly onto the bottom piece I just cut. You'll notice the slots that I cut into these frames. These slots will perfectly align over the mounting holes I cut on the bottom layer. Now I'll just stack all the pieces together and I'll zoom in on the mounting hole area to give you a better look. When the screw head is inserted into the mounting hole, it slides up the slot, locking the screw into place. I'll now cut out 6 more 1/8 inch MDF frames. On 2 of these, I cut a notch on the bottom corner. These notches will form a square hole on the side of the frame. I now cut out 2 1/8 inch clear acrylic frames. When stacked, being clear, it will allow light to shine through the sides of the frame. Now I start to stack all the pieces together. So basically I'm forming a shadow box. When all the pieces are stacked, I will have 1 1/4 inch from the bottom mirror to the top two-way mirror. And here you can see all the pieces stacked together, and you can see the square hole that was formed by cutting the notches on the 2 middle MDF pieces. So now I disassemble and pull out the 4 middle MDF pieces. I then get some wood glue and I start to glue the 4 pieces together. When glued together, these 4 pieces will form the LED light ring. And forming this ring will make it a lot easier when it comes time to mounting the LED strip. So let's clean up all the excess glue and secure it down with some small clamps and allow it to dry for a couple of hours. I now get my LED strip and light ring and prepare to mount the LEDs to the ring. I disconnect the controller from the strip and I cut off the connector so that it will fit through the hole. I feed the wires through the hole and I start to adhere the strip by removing the protective masking on the back side of the strip. It just so happens that the width of the LED strip is a 1/2 inch and the 4 1/8 inch pieces of MDF are also a 1/2 inch. So this worked out perfectly. When I get to the final quarter, I cut the strip to fit. I remove the ring from the vise for inspection. It's a nice solid piece and it will make the final assembly super easy. I reconnect the power to the strip and I test it before moving on. Well, it's looking good, lights are on, so let's continue with this build. Well, this wraps up another project, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And thanks again for the click, and hope to see you next time. Have a great day.